Welcome to Born for the Trades, a home service podcast, and I'm your host, Mandeep Bala. All right, trade pros. Today's guest is the real deal in garage door marketing. We are joined by Robb Leishman, founder and co-owner of Legit 5 Garage Door Marketing, the agency behind some of the most recognized garage door brands. Rob is a seasoned sales pro, author of Garage Door Gameplan, and host of the Garage Door Heroes podcast. He's
Right.
also spoken at major industry events like IDA, Educon, and the Vasa Trade Show. Today, he is here to break down a game changing topic every contractor needs to hear: Google versus social media leads, and how your mindset can make or break your sales success. Let's dive in. Welcome to my show, Rob, my friend.
That's right. We are friends. Thank you, Mandeep, for letting me, take some time and some bandwidth on your show. I have been an admirer of Mandeep's for years, and we kind of started our agencies at the same time, at the same dinner. We were at the same dinner table, going, "Hey, we think we want to try this out,"
Yeah,
and then
exactly. Same table, I think 4 or 5 years ago. And we were sitting there, and yeah, okay, we're gonna do this like together, and we are friends since then. And I'm grateful. And thank you for inviting me to your podcast last week. And
oh, it's a privilege.
can't wait to see that episode so that I can share it with my audience. And thanks for coming to this show as well. So let's start. I, I still remember, when we met there, and you mentioned that you were a chiropractor, now digital
That's
marketer, right? You were a chiropractor, right?
that's right.
Right.
That's
And
right.
then
I
you,
was.
and then you were doing digital marketing for chiropractic. Just, I think it will be great for our audience to know about you, what you did in the past, and how you led into this, digital marketing for garage doors. Just like share your journey, Rob. We want
Right.
we want to listen to your story now.
It's a crazy, thanks, Mandeep. It is a crazy journey, right? And sometimes I only hit some highlight spots of the journey, but I'm old enough now that the story is kind of complex. There's a few chapters to the story,
You
but
just turned 25. What are you talking about?
yeah, I told you I turned 25.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, maybe let's see. I turned 25 about 27 years ago, 28 years ago. But
That's okay.
so yeah, um,
Your
I
journey.
was going
Yeah.
to college. I was going to the University of Utah, and I was in health sciences. And I was sitting in a lecture one night when the dean of health sciences and was talking about different healthcare professions, and he says, "This one is really easy to get into, and you can make a lot of money and all of that." And I jumped in. I jumped in. I loved it. I love that kind of holistic healthcare approach.
Hmm.
And it was great, but I learned really quickly that marketing had to be a part of my daily focus, my daily grind. If I had
Yeah.
to get new business, new patients, and that was
Yeah.
a daily thing, because once you take care of somebody, they move on, and you get another one, and they move on. So I got heavy into marketing, and I actually loved it, and I
Hmm.
practiced. I practiced for 17 years,
Wow.
and um, that was actually great. I made a ton of friends in the industry, but
Yeah.
I found that I had more fun, maybe we call it that, more fun, easier life marketing
Hmm.
and getting leads and getting more business than the actual day-to-day grind. And I had some healthcare issues that kind of came up,
Yeah.
some other hiccups that just sort of made a convenient time to sell that business. And I did, and I was sort of coasting and just doing some things here and there. And a friend of mine who he ran it was a brokerage firm for mortgages, but they
Mm.
needed a marketer to
Yeah.
market for their clients. I'm
Nice.
like, okay. He called me and plugged me right in, and I went to work. I went to work doing both lead generation and lead fulfillment. And we did Google and we did social media. And
Nice.
I also, me and my team also handled lead fulfillment. So it was a grind. It was fun, but I learned so much about the Google sphere and and social media sphere, and the mindset of a lead and that customer journey thing. I mean, that was also part of our structure. We didn't just focus on what we did, which one might have been mortgages or real estate, what have you.
Yeah.
I started going, well, I can do this. I can do this for anybody,
Yeah.
including myself. So I started a smallish home service business.
Yeah.
It was air duct cleaning.
Air
Okay,
duct cleaning?
air duct cleaning. Yep,
When was that?
that was when did I start that? It was like 2000.
Air duct cleaning business.
Huh?
Air
Yeah,
duct cleaning
that's
business?
yeah, cleaning air ducts, sucking the lint and the dust and the construction debris, and oh, we would find all kinds of treasures, and some are not even appropriate to say on
No
on the
way.
air,
You
but
never shared this with me before. That's a good one. Reveal on the
yeah,
podcast. Oh.
I did that for 5 years or 4 years. four
Oh,
years we
4 years.
we ran.
I know, like, HVAC companies we work with, right? They have air duct cleaning and they have, like, one product which is Robo Brush that
Uh-huh.
does, right? Robo,
Yep.
the red,
Roto.
huh?
I think it's Roto Brush.
Roto Brush, yeah, Roto Brush, and they use it for air duct cleaning and all. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's amazing. So tell me more about it. Like, how was it? What was your like? How was your journey with the ear duct cleaning business, and why did you think to phase out?
Oh, it something I already had some tools for it. I had easy access to some tools and a friend who was getting out of that business. And
Hmm.
so he sort of was like, hey, I'll just kind of hand this off to you. And I had, like I said, I'm old enough now, the story gets complex, but I had sons that
Mm-hmm.
were in the teenage years.
Yeah.
And in 2000, what just call it, like around 8, 9, 10, 11, something like that, um, is when I started this. And my sons were at that age where video games were important, and just generally messing around and not being very productive was very important. And I thought, I need a job, I need a business. And and
Mm.
I and we weren't pushing it aggressively. I wasn't trying to make a career out of the air duct cleaning thing, but it worked really well. It just was a good fit.
Nice.
And I knew how to market. I knew that was it. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't know how to go out and get business and know how to handle a lead. So
Yeah, you had the market, you had the right tools, right people,
yeah,
and for how long you did this business?
4.5 years. And then I sold it to one of my customers, which was an HVAC company here in Utah. Um, I got a lot of
That's
referrals from a couple of different HVAC companies,
amazing.
as well as I marketed my own. I marketed myself to just go straight to the consumer.
Right.
And that's where that was a major part of the evolution into
Mm.
garage doors. And I was trying to keep my kids busy and get my boys spending their summers between high school and middle school busy
Mm.
helping dad and learning a skill.
Yeah.
And at the time I was thinking, well, they're developing a skill that if they go to college or move away somewhere, they can go anywhere in America and get a job. They can go with
Right.
that set of skills.
Right.
So
On a side note, I just wanted to let, like, our audience know, like, Rob has got amazing family. My family visited his family, I
that's
think, a
right.
couple of years ago in Utah when we were going to visit national parks, and amazing family. And thanks for hosting us. It was good time, out
We
there.
Well, thank you. We have fond memories of that day when you guys came to visit, and we talk about it often. And you have a
Yeah.
delightful
Delightful.
family with a beautiful wife and girls, and I look
Thank you.
forward to seeing how your family
Yeah,
grows and
thank you.
develops.
Thank you. Thank you. And let's come to that segment, like, now you're fully into, garage door. Like, what made you
Yeah.
decide garage door is gonna be the niche that you want to serve, like, maybe for the years to
Right.
come for good?
Well, so my garage door broke, my door opener broke, and I was marketing heavily, and I was busy in a
Hmm.
time when home services might have been struggling in 2010, 8, 9, 10. The recession was in full swing.
Right.
I was busy, and I called my friend who had just left one of the bigger firms down to the south of me here, just one of the bigger garage door interests. He had started his own. Well,
Hmm.
great. He came over, replaced my opener. I was busy working, but
Hmm.
he'd only been in business a couple of months, and I called him and said, "Hey, man, this is awesome," and it was
Hmm.
exciting. because it was my first time with MyQ technology. That's the app on your phone that you can run your garage door from on your phone. And
Yeah,
in
exactly.
2010, that was like, holy crap, this is the coolest
Yeah.
thing ever. Well, I called him and I said, what do I owe you? And here's how this is where the door opened, if I can use that pun. Here's
Yeah.
where the door opened for me to get into garage doors. He said to me, you know what? That's really cool. That's really nice of you. I don't need your money. I could really use some marketing help if you could help me. And I was like, okay, well, I'd never marketed for anyone but myself, really.
Right.
I had just been plugged in to a couple of different places, but I'd never freelanced.
Yeah.
I'm like, great, let's do it. And we did. We did. We launched that and we crushed it for him. And we did it for a couple of years and he's sold out and he's living a really good life. He built a very good business and living a
That's
good life.
amazing. He came to you for help and you crushed it with the, online present digital marketing and he sold the company and living a beautiful life now, right?
Yes. Yeah, and it was cool. But then I decided to just do it for anybody, right? And because as a chiropractor, I took on some chiropractic clients, and my my wife's family is into pest control, so I took on some pest control clients. I took on anyone I could, and one of those pest control clients referred a garage door client to me, and
Yeah.
I was doing everybody. I was taking on everybody.
Yeah.
But then a friend of mine who a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, and he's a very close friend of yours. And I don't need to throw names out there or
Sure. Yeah.
throw
Yeah.
anyone
Yeah.
under the
No
bus,
worries. We can,
but
yeah,
he
keep
was
it.
affiliated with one of the biggest garage door companies around. And he said to me, hey,
Mm.
we really, the garage door industry really needs somebody that is specialized. And
Yeah.
you've done this before, Rob. He's like, you've crushed it for some garage door companies.
Yeah.
But we need somebody that will focus on us. And that's
Just
there you
garage
go.
door. Just
Yeah,
garage
just
door.
so I do have some plumbers and I have some pest control guys and
Hmm.
I have a dentist and even a couple of chiropractors that have hung on. But 80% of my business is garage door companies.
That's awesome. What a great journey. What a great journey from being a chiropractor to now digital marketing expert for Garage Door, owning your hosting podcast, and you are the author of your book. That's amazing. Like, what a great journey. I'm sure you're proud of, your journey.
Oh, thank you.
Obviously, like, with your team, Tanner,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure you're proud of that, right? So.
It's a lot of fun and I am
It's
proud. It's
a
a,
lot
it's a
of,
good
yeah, a
job.
lot of fun for sure. Rob, you have worked with tons of garage door companies. What's the biggest difference you see between leads that come from Google
Yeah.
versus those from social media?
Great question. Because a lead that comes from Google, and we all like them. We like a Google lead, right? Because that means someone woke up this morning. I don't know. Let's just say Mrs. Jones, and maybe she's a single mom. She's got three kids to get to school. She's got to get to work. She hits the opener. The
Yeah.
door goes up 6 or 10 inches, and she hears a loud bang, and then
Hmm.
the door isn't moving. She's got to get going.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to go straight to her phone and search garage door repair near me or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And whoever is in the map pack, whoever makes the grade on that search page, they're going to get the call. And
Right.
the only thing that matters at that point, their phone is ringing. The only thing that matters is the price and the timing. If your
Hmm.
price and your timing is right, she's already converted. She needs, nobody has to convince her she needs a new spring.
Right.
That's a Google lead. Now, that kind of nobody's it's getting more and more on social media, but nobody
Yeah.
goes to Facebook to search garage door spring repair near me.
Yeah.
But I promise you guys, every tradesman, every one of your clients is on Facebook. Every one of your customers, past, present, and future, is on Facebook. So why wouldn't we market there? It's just a different mindset.
Right.
It's just it's
Except the Gen Zs, they are on Snapchat and TikTok. But yeah,
they are
yeah,
and they are on and the Gen Z needs to get to the home buying and home ownership stage
yeah,
of life so that we can start
yeah,
marketing over
yeah.
there.
They need to stay out of like Facebook. Even they don't like Instagram. Yeah,
No,
yeah, I work with Gen Zs.
that's awesome. That's
Yes.
true.
Sorry, let's go
It's
back there. Sorry for the distraction.
well, our social media marketing is more disruptive, right? We got to
Yeah,
stop the scroll. How do we stop the scroll? Because
right.
people go, what do people go to Facebook or Instagram for? Well, they're going to see what their sister made for dinner last night, or they want
Yeah,
to see what somebody's birthday was like. What are
yeah,
they? What are we all doing there? So now we have to have a way of interrupting that, or they call it disruptive marketing on social media.
yeah.
How do we interrupt that? How do we stop the scroll? Well, two things, two things to be able to get attention for our home service company or
Hmm.
our garage door company, and we stop that scroll with. We have to have two things. We have to have an amazing, sizzling, juicy offer, and
Juicy.
juicy offer, so something just like grab
What?
them,
Okay, got it.
or and we have to have an attractive character. And that can be anything. That can be a picture of a door. It can be a person. It can be an attractive person. Maybe it's a puppy. I mean, who
Yeah,
knows? What can we do that gets someone to pause what they're doing because they want to scroll and see
yeah,
what somebody did on their vacation? But now we hit them with something, and whatever it is, is your garage door noisy and loud? Did
yeah,
your door get damaged in the recent hurricane or tornado?
yeah.
Whatever. We got to catch them with an attractive character and got to see something on there. Free in-home estimate, dollars off of a new door,
Right,
or an intro offer for something like a tune-up. Or in plumbing, it might be an in-home estimate for a low a single stage a station water heater, that sort of thing.
right. I think this is really helpful. Like, attractive offer or any kind of like hook, right? We talk about if it's a video hook or any offer, it has
Yeah,
to be very appealing on social media. That's a great share. I love that. And I want to ask you, like, what are the common mistakes you see garage door companies, uh, I would say make when following up with social media leads compared to Google leads? It's a
right.
big difference, right? I
Big
I really
difference.
want to hear your thoughts on that.
Big difference. Because if somebody can't get in or out of their garage door and they need you, or get in or out of their garage and they need you to come, and it's real easy to go, well, broken spring. You can just point to it and say, I happen to
Yeah.
have that one on my truck right now, and you can go straight to work. But
Yeah.
someone that might have a loud or noisy door that wants you to come and take a look and see, now that's a different mindset. That someone on social media, they opted in for your offer. Now we have to go out there for that offer and
Mm.
convince them to do business with you. And so the mistakes that guys make is by treating those leads the same. That is the mistake. And I had it's a pat one of my past clients. He said he was struggling with converting some of those social media leads, and I said, well, tell me how you're doing. What are you doing? Give me a play by play. And he goes, well, I don't do a lube and a tune and a balance and a big
Mm.
safety inspection. He goes, I know what I'm doing, and I want them to know that I know what I'm doing. So he goes in and he just starts going, well, you need this and you need that, and this is old, and he starts just, within 3 minutes, he hasn't even really warmed them up, hasn't really
Mm.
built a connection or a relationship.
Yeah.
Uh, they don't even know who he is to trust him. And all of a sudden, within 3 minutes, he's taking them from something like a $50 tune up
Right.
to now a $2,000. You just need a whole new door. And he's been in their house 2 minutes, and they dismissed him quickly
Yeah.
and promptly left a really detailed, ugly 1-star review on Google
Oh wow.
that we all got to help navigate through that.
Yeah.
So that's just it. You can you can do a lot with these types of social media leads if we just take a minute
Hmm.
to understand their mindset, right? The
Right.
disruptive marketing, it doesn't capture intent, it captures curiosity.
Right. I
That's
love
what a
that.
social media lead is. They are curious to see what you can do um, for them,
And it takes
right?
time. It takes time to nurture and close social media leads while
Yeah.
Google leads are hot.
Google leads are hot. You're right. But they're going to, the sort of the disadvantage to a Google lead is if it's a broken spring and you charge $395 for that spring replacement, that's what you get.
Yeah.
No relationship, no follow up, no loyalty.
Hmm.
Is that customer going to call you the next time a spring breaks? Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
they
know.
just go back to Google and search whoever comes up then. But
Right.
if we take that moment to build a relationship, and
Yeah.
it only takes 2 minutes, 3 minutes max,
Yeah.
and you can make a friend and have some trust and some loyalty. All of a sudden now we've gone from just a technician there to take care of that and get that check and move on.
Yeah.
Now, now we can have a conversation. Now they trust you and they might buy more
Yeah.
of your service.
Yeah, that's powerhouse. That's powerhouse. That what you mentioned is like, making that connection, making that, friendship. And then the conversation is like totally different when you open up technicians and the homeowner. That makes the big difference. And I think most of the big companies, they have done that and they have been doing that.
Mhm.
Uh Customer experience is everything. And I think empathy plays again a big role
Oh,
here,
huge.
right? Even when you enter someone's house, how you connect
Yeah.
and trust, right? Do you mention that you gotta have that, like, trust. If they trust you, then yeah, like sky is the limit, right? And
Oh, right.
providing value. Yeah.
I want to give a special shout out to Rilla, the sales coaching AI software that holds the technicians accountable and gives them the support and guidance they need to maximize all the opportunities you spend your hard-earned money on.
I want to give special shout out to Grow Reviews, one of our sponsors, America's first platform to capture instant text and video reviews. If a picture is 1,000 words, a video is worth a million. Book a demo with Grow Reviews by visiting website www.growreviews.com, and you can get in touch with their sales reps to book a demo.
If they trust you, then they have confidence in you. And they'll
Yes.
buy whatever you're selling. And I would always advocate for ethical sales. I'm not
Yeah,
saying sell people things they don't need,
exactly.
but giving them world-class service doesn't mean fixing the cables and leaving or
Right.
realigning their sensors and leaving. That's not world-class service.
Yeah, no, I agree. Love that. Love that. Let's talk about like long-term strategy. How do you see the role of social media evolving compared to search engine marketing over the next few years?
Well, I feel like social media marketing is going to evolve into more search-based. I read recently that Facebook is like the third or fourth largest search engine on the internet. So
Yeah.
people are using it. I have talked to Gen Z people that still use Marketplace for doing their searches, maybe even less than Google. Um, so I do feel like the social media will be grabbing more and more of that search-based market share. So we're going to see more of that same mindset coming from social media.
Yeah.
But what I love about social media is it's made brand awareness so much more affordable.
Right.
And I think that's where the long-term future of social media is going to be. And that is people are going to identify, well, they're going to identify the companies that they do business with
Right.
from more of a what do I know about them already? There's
Mm.
going to be a lot less, oh, I've never heard of these guys, but they got a good deal or they got a this or
Yeah.
that. People are going, the trust, and we've seen that. That's what, in a way, that's what reviews are. And you and I have talked about reviews a lot lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where that trust comes from, and that's where that brand awareness type feel comes from. Is
Right.
they're going to want to trust you before they will do business with you. And
Exactly. Yeah, reviews, reputation, brand awareness, maybe through organic content or paid,
sure,
both, right? And you're right. With the platforms, those are emerging, and in the future, we can see social media channel's gonna rank. And recently, I have seen massive, updates on Instagram. So if you post something, I posted something about Inc. 5000 grow nearby on Instagram, and I search for the brand grow nearby Inc. 5000. Instagram is coming up, and Instagram is actually indexing if you
Yes,
optimize from SEO standpoint, right? Have you seen that?
I have seen it. I have seen it. And we're able to leverage that on for the Google rankings. I think it's awesome. That's awesome of you to point that out. Because yes,
Yeah, yeah, that
Instagram
that's
is
awesome. Maybe,
indexing.
maybe any